Hey guys, welcome to the video. So today we are going to be talking about Imagine Music Festival's new lineup announcement. Can I just say, as a festival content creator, it feels so good to see this momentum of lineups just dropping left and right. And I know events are going to be right around the corner and I'm just so excited for it. So really quickly, I just wanted to say there are way too many lineups for me to cover, so I'm gonna pick and choose the ones that really speak to me the most. And this one in particular is so good, like so good. So I have a lot of thoughts on it. I'm gonna give you some artist recommendations and break this whole thing down for you. I also did a post on my Instagram, which I will link down below, where I broke the lineup into different genres, so that might help you navigate this as well. And lastly, I am planning to attend. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be in attendance this year, so I can't wait. We'll talk about that down the line. I will have so many more videos to come. We will plan meetups. It's gonna be an amazing time. So definitely stay tuned for a festival guide in a few months from now. Okay, so I'm gonna pop the lineup up here next to me and we're just gonna go through this whole thing. So for some of you who don't know me, I'm a house head. I love house, techno, trance, that is my jam. I love bass music as well. It's just not always my cup of tea. So I'm gonna highlight the artists that speak to me the most. But the four headliners we have here are Excision, Grizz, Illenium, and Cascade, which huge heavy hitters. Like, this is gonna draw in so many people alone. Excision is gonna be like the godfather of all bass music. He's incredible live, honestly. Like, I would definitely go see him. All that drum and D shit! Welcome to the world at home. I'm so excited to see Grizz on here. He gives you all of like the funky, uplifting, almost like trap and bassy kind of vibes, but he'll throw in like live instruments, and as a person and a human being, I love Grizz, so I'm really excited for that set. Illenium, I'm a massive Millennial. I love him. I mean, if you want a little combination of like melodic dubstep, you know, if you're a fan of any of his albums or music, like, he's just incredible live. So I'm so excited to finally see him live again. And then Cascade, I mean, he's been in the game forever. He's an absolute legend. You really can't go wrong with a Cascade set. I think we all know Cascade's music. Okay, and then we also have right under that Griffin and Madeon, which is really cool. So if any of you guys are just electronic music fans, or you like a little bit more uplifting music, I would recommend both of them. Okay, right under that we get into this big section, which typically the people at the top here are gonna be acts that are playing on main stage. And then under that you have the Disco Inferno stage, which is the house music stage. That is where I spend all my time in 2019. Like, I did not leave that stage, it was so good. And then under that you have the Wakan Takeover. That whole section is pretty much gonna be on the bass music stage, which it's changing locations in 2021, which I'll talk about later, but there was a separate stage that all of the bass music was pretty much at in 2019. And then underneath that, you have people at the bottom. There were two other stages at Imagine Music Festival in 2019 that were much smaller stages, and they played a combination of like house, techno, like electronic music. So that's kind of gonna be the breakdown by stages for you guys. But starting at the top again, so you have Blau. I mean, if you have been into EDM for a really long time, like I loved Blau in college, and it's been really cool to see his career develop over time, but he's done some really nice electronic releases recently. He did a song on Anjuna's label, so I love what he's been doing more recently, so I would definitely go see him. Adventure Club back-to-back Riot 10, honestly, is gonna be a very interesting vibe, because Adventure Club's on a couple lineups. I mean, they're kind of having a comeback. I wonder if they're gonna release some new music soon, but Riot 10 is definitely on the heavier bass side, and Adventure Club is a little bit more like chiller melodic bass. So that, I feel like they'll probably lean on the heavier side just based on Riot 10 being in that situation there. Black Tiger Sex Machine is amazing. Blunts and Blondes, I don't really listen to, but that's another big draw if you guys are into bass music. Carnage back-to-back Borgore just sounds like, that's gonna be like, if I could describe that set in one word, I would just say filthy. We'll leave it at that. Closey is an interesting one. I know a lot of people really like her. I think she's a little bit more like chiller bass music, like a little bit vibier, a little bit more global sounding. Her album I think is called Neon Jungle. Definitely check that out. Dabin is a good one. If you guys are a fan of Said the Sky and Millennium, I recommend checking out Dabin. Dion Timmer is another bass artist for you guys. This one's interesting, Ghost Rider, which is a Ghastly back-to-back Joyride set. Sign me up for that. Check, like 100%. Joyride is like all of the bass house vibes that you want and need. Like you can rage to him at like 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And then Ghastly does a little of everything, like trap, bass, house. So that will be really fun. I don't really listen to Casbo. Keizo back-to-back Subtronics is interesting as well. I know Keizo is like a little bit more heavier bass music, but he also has like a lot of an alternative sound as well. And then Subtronics, kind of more bouncy rhythm kind of sound. Liquid Stranger is another big one for bass heads. Peekaboo I actually really like. Like he's a little bit more Wookiee or a little bit more just like really heavy bass lines. I don't know, I really liked him. I saw him at Ever After. I don't know what Spangle Droid is. Then you have Subtronics playing a set on his own as well, and then you have Virtual Riot back-to-back Barely Alive. And then also you have a Cascade Daytime Pool Party. It says that's his second set. So for those of you who are camping, I'm pretty sure you guys are the ones who have access to the festival prior to other people coming in, as far as I know. So I'm not sure if that's just a party for campers or if that is going to be happening during the festival. But in 2019 they did have this like big pop-up pool right in the middle of the venue, so that will be really cool. Okay, this is my home. This next section is like my jam. So this is the Disco Inferno stage. Again, I lived there in 2019. Like this is all genres and subgenres of house music. Okay, so the headliner here is Fisher. However you feel about him, he makes bangers and he's a great tech house producer and he's always gonna be fun. No matter what, his sets are gonna be fun. I love his music, so I would go see Fisher. Okay, Lee Foss, awesome house artist. I cannot stop listening to the song Warm Disco, like on repeat. It's just like uplifting, tech house, almost like a disco house kind of feel. Really incredible artist. Mala, I've seen Mala so many times. I've been on the Mala train since the very beginning. He's gonna give you like your darker, more bass house kind of sound. We love the Pardon My French Family. Shiba-san is another house producer that's been in the game forever. He's always a good time. I love Walker and Royce, you guys. Like Walker and Royce is a little bit more tech housey as well. They have a song called Word that you guys would probably know. So I would definitely recommend seeing them. They're really fun.
All I wanna do is follow you, just say the word.
Word?
Okay, John Summit is like having a moment. He is like the artist of the moment, in my opinion. He's just absolutely popping off. A lot of you will probably know his song Deep End. That was like #1 on Beatport all last summer, and then now he just released his brand new single Make Me Feel, which is like, again, I think it's #2 on Beatport right now under the tech house category. I haven't seen him yet because he kind of exploded in 2020, so I haven't been able to see him live, but he gives me like frat boy party vibes and like high energy, so I'm so here for that. Noizu is hands down one of my favorite house artists. You're gonna be shuffling like crazy. Like he is just so good live, and I really like his sound. Side piece is Nitty Gritty and Party Favors alias together. It's their house alias. They were just nominated for a Grammy with Diplo. Sunburn I haven't seen in years, like years. Another house artist, but I remember him being more like chill or more like tropical and like fun, but it was always uplifting. Vanessa, again, if you like Walker and Royce, definitely check out Vanessa. She's another house artist that's really amazing as well. Dylan Nathaniel is another one. He falls a little bit more under the bass house, like bouncy, fun, high energy category, and I still haven't seen him live yet, so I'm really pumped for that. Deeper Purpose is an artist. They've released tracks on Noizu's label, so their song The Slap, I'll play a little bit of it here, but listen to their song The Slap. It's really good. So they're a rising house artist you should check out. LPGOB is on here, you guys. If you don't know about her yet, get on her train. She is another rising artist that is like absolutely taking off. She's the piano house queen. She plays piano live. She has all these different live elements to her. She is a light, a beaming light, such a wonderful spirit. She has so much fun when she performs. She opened on tour for Sophie Tucker for a long time, and she's just amazing vibes. So check her out if you want like uplifting disco house. Suburbs I'm not that familiar with, and then West End is another upcoming rising house artist as well. So honestly, like I would see every single person, and I would probably, I'm gonna be living at this stage. Like I'm gonna pop off to see some people on main stage, but this is where I'm gonna be. Okay, and especially as we get into the next section here, also John Summit is doing a daytime pool party set as well. That's probably gonna be fucking lit. So I definitely would not miss that. Okay, so then this is gonna be your base stage, and it's really cool because they themed it under Wakan's label, so that's cool. So all these artists are gonna fall under, I feel like Wakan is like, it's your Wok vibes, right? Like these are a little bit swampy, bassy, a little rhythm, a little bit of bounce, like definitely like your grimy bass music. So you've got Liquid Stranger, Champagne Drip, Back to Back Lucid, Lucy, I would love to see. She's got a really cool vibe, and I loved her EP she came out with last year, so I would actually like to see her. She does a little bit of dubstep. The only other people on here I really know of are Sully. My friend Casey is obsessed with Sully, so definitely check him out. And then a Wakan family back-to-back set is cool because you just don't know who's gonna show up to that, and those are always really special. Okay, and then at the very bottom here, you guys, this is assorted. So like I said, last time at Imagine, there were 2 smaller stages. So I would imagine these artists are most likely gonna be at the smaller stages. The people I would personally recommend, Black Gummy, 100%. If you guys are a Deadmau5 fan, Black Gummy has released so many tracks on Mousetrap's label. He's more of a techno / electronic artist, very like dark electronic vibe. So definitely check out Black Gummy. Corrupt UK is an awesome house artist. Kaivon, I know a lot of people like. I feel like he's a little bit more melodic bass. I could be wrong, but that's another one. Leah Culver I would check out. Lick is a bass artist you should check out. Okay, and then More Kismet. More Kismet is a 16-year-old DJ, first and foremost. They are pushing the boundaries of electronic and bass music. They were named, I believe it was Dancing Astronauts Breakout Artist of the Year in 2020. They were on Forbes. I forget, it might have been 21 artists under 21, like one of those incredible lists. So a lot of accolades coming in for More, and they just make really cool experimental bass music. So definitely check them out. No Mana is another one on Deadmau5's label Mousetrap. Again, really cool electronic, a little bit techno, all good vibes, all good vibes. Of the Trees, I believe, is more of like an experimental bass artist. And then you have Reaper, which I don't really know much about Reaper. So yeah, you guys, honestly, if you check out the breakdowns I did, I'll pop them up in here. You can see this event actually skews way heavier on the bass music side, which isn't surprising because again, in 2019, like I said, I stayed mainly at Disco Inferno and Main Stage, and then I went to the smaller stage for like one artist. But you gotta be honest with yourself, go where you want to, you know, like check out other stages, see what artists you hear that like might pull you into them. Again, if you're a house head, Disco Inferno is gonna be your vibe. Main Stage was so incredible. The production was way better than I thought it was gonna be, and it was like a really, really big stage. And then there are some bass artists that I definitely would see. It just depends. Like if there's a bass artist like Lucy playing at the same time as say like Shiba San or Walker and Royce, like I'm gonna go to the house artist every single time because that's just my vibe. But plenty of artists and music to check out, tons of different genres represented on this lineup. So leave me a comment down below with your thoughts. Let me know if you plan on attending. Like I said, hopefully in these next few weeks, I'm gonna figure out my plans, but if I do go, I would definitely be doing a hotel. And again, I will have a festival guide coming out, outfit ideas, like all kinds of good stuff. We'll plan a family meetup. It's gonna be amazing, but I'm super, super excited. If you have any other artists you wanna recommend that myself or others check out, definitely drop a comment down below. And again, you guys can connect with me on social media at Emma Kapotes on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. come say hello, send me a DM. I also just started a Discord group, which I'm really excited about, for my Rave Culture Cast community. So whether or not you guys listen to the podcast, not an issue, but if you want to meet other ravers, if you want to talk about festivals, if you want to find a rave fam, that group is gonna start popping off like as soon as all these events start to happen. So I will leave a link down below in the description box if you wanna join our Discord group. So that's gonna be really fun. And I think that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please send a link to a friend today. And that's it. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.